This is PCA Lions Baseball. Prestonwood Baseball is brought to you by Freeform Chiropractic, Children's Health, Andrews Institute for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Harris Baguette, Cowboys Fit, Fast Signs North Dallas, Sky Ranch, Aquaterra Outdoors. Also by Texas Tiny Teeth Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics, Up-to-Date Roofing, Incentive Brands, Chick-fil-A at Plano Parkway and Park Boulevard, Comfort Maker Air Conditioning and Heating, Global Strategic, Milestone Electric, and Vista Physical Therapy. Now, let's go to the ballpark for today's warm-up show.
And welcome to Graham Field in Plano. District Baseball under the lights as the Prestonwood Christian Lions host JP2 for the first time this season. I'm John Little, and through 4 games in district play, the standings are starting to take shape in TAPS D1 District 2, where Prestonwood leads the way with a perfect 4-0 mark through their first 4 games. LCA and Bishop Lynch have each played 5 games, have an identical 2-3 mark, and then John Paul II trails with a 1-3 mark at this point, but they can try to put pressure on LCA and Bishop Lynch if they were to come up with an upset victory over Prestonwood this evening. But Prestonwood comes in looking like a club. It's found its identity and sharpened it here. The Lions are pitching incredibly well, taking quality at bats. Maybe most importantly, they're playing clean baseball. That is going to be a theme throughout the pregame show today. In fact, Prestonwood now playing back-to-back games without an error. They've turned in 13 errorless games already this season. That is a huge part of why this Prestonwood team is so tough to beat. They make you earn everything. Head coach James Valade, he told us on Friday he's so passionate about playing well on the defensive end. The Lions team is buying into his plan, and we'll also talk to another coach that's central in that exchange, in Christian Rodriguez, as the pregame show rolls on in a few minutes. But for PCA, they were at it again last Friday night here at Graham Field, a 4-1 win over Legacy Christian. Legacy grabbing the lead on a solo home run in the first inning, but Prestonwood never blinked. Trent Valade came in, tied it in the third with an RBI single to left. Riggs Huggins pushed the Lions out in front in the 5th. Then Chance Kidd added a solo shot in the 6th inning. Not only a big insurance run, but also the first hit of his Prestonwood career. A moment he's never going to forget. Steele LaBeouf, another win, working 6 strong innings, allowing just 4 hits and 1 run. The sophomore strikes out 8. He doesn't walk anybody. And then F.J. Kennard comes on and slams the door shut with a scoreless inning out of the pen. That game really looking like Prestonwood baseball in a nutshell. Valade, Huggins, Majewski, they all had 2 hits apiece. The Lions drew 6 walks. They put 9 hits on the board, never gave Legacy any extra life in the field. There were no errors, no panic, no wasted outs. It was just pressure and execution. Clean baseball in that 4-1 win. Now, Prestonwood tonight hands the ball to perhaps the most electric arm in the state, Savion Sims. And when Sims is on the mound, the whole ballpark's going to feel it, right? Changes the energy, changes the pace, it changes the challenge for the opposing lineup. Guys that have never seen Savion in person before. But across the diamond, JP2, they send out Gio Chavarria, and that gives this one a chance to be a really compelling matchup. Chavarria has been one of the key arms for the Cardinals this season, 2-2 with an ERA just a little over 1, a 33-9 strikeout to walk ratio. And you turn the page back to last year in his sophomore season, JP2 in the first matchup against Prestonwood, he just threw lights out. Chavarria, as a sophomore that season, really kept Prestonwood off balance in that game. Picked up the win, going 5 innings of 1-hit ball, striking out 5 and walking 2. Now, he'd get touched up a little bit the second time he saw Prestonwood in an 8-0 loss here at PCA. But still, he's very capable with his out pitch, his changeup, of keeping you off balance and preventing you from coming up with hard hits. JP2 is just interesting as a team. They've already shown they can get hot. They've had a 3-game winning streak and a 5-game winning streak over the course of the season. And yes, district did start rough for them. 3 straight losses, including back-to-back extra inning losses to LCA. But that win over Bishop Lynch last time out felt significant. It stopped a slide. It gave them something to build on. And maybe that's the kind of result that starts another run, because it's a club that's been through ups and downs, and it can stack wins if it gets pitching and if it plays better defense behind that pitching. So it's a huge night of baseball. Of course, the only game this week because of the Easter holiday and Good Friday. It gives tonight a little extra weight. Both teams know they've got several days to sit with whatever happens here. And after some cooler weather last week, it's a warmer night this time around. Still very windy, wind blowing in, but a better night to be loose and a beautiful setting for district baseball. So settle in. Savion Sims for Prestonwood, Gino Chavarria for JP2, the Lions and the Cardinals here at Graham Field. And before we step aside, coming up after the break, we'll visit with Prestonwood assistant coach Christian Rodriguez as our pregame coverage rolls on from Metro Sports Communications.
Is pain, stiffness, or discomfort keeping you from feeling your best? Hi, I'm Dr. Colby Keene with Freeform Chiropractic, where we help you move free, feel free, and live free. If pain or stiffness is holding you back, it's time to take control. Visit Freeform Chiropractic for a consultation. Let's create your game plan to move, feel, and live free.
At Paris Baguette, our expertly crafted cakes, decadent pastries and breads, and freshly brewed coffees are always served with a smile. To find your neighborhood bakery cafe, visit Paris Baguette.
With fast signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With Fast Signs, your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
John Little back on Prestonwood baseball, getting ready for another district game, the only game this week, this Tuesday night affair, taking on JP2 for the first time this season. And we've had a great time getting to know the coaches in this organization, not just the head coach, but also, man, it takes a village to get things done to the quality that they do here at Prestonwood. And so that's why we're really pleased to be joined by Coach Christian Rodriguez. Thank you so much for the time, Coach. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, John. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, man. And looking forward to getting into a lot of things with you. But just to start out here, tell us about you, how many years you've been at PCA now, and away from the baseball field, what you do with these kids.
Yeah, so this is my 5th year here at PCA. Coach Valade brought me onto a staff when he joined here. Man, it's been a blessing to be here. I am also an upper school learning lab teacher. This is my 2nd year, so shout out to my teammates up there, Miss Nunnenkamp and Miss Payne. But man, it's definitely a blessing to be here. These kids are great. Coaching staff is fun to work with, and yeah, it's a joy.
Well, I want to know, besides just wins and losses on the field, because I know that you guys are about so much more than that here at PCA. What do you want people to know about the kids on this baseball team, and even the kids surrounding it that are involved in this baseball program in any respect?
Right. I think one word is perseverance. These guys persevere in everything that they do, from the baseball field to the classroom, off the field as well. They do a great job of staying together. You know, the relationships that they have on the field. I mean, it's fun to watch, it's fun to coach, and it's fun to be a part of.
So when it comes to your baseball, life, I know it was. It even goes back to Grand Prairie, to South Grand Prairie High. So tell us about growing up in that area, taking up the game, and where it took you after that.
Yeah, so I was able to be coached by great mentors, great coaches. Coach Dennis Pelfrey, he is in the minor league affiliate for the San Francisco Giants, so I got to learn from him for 2 years. And then Coach Art Sonato was my coach my junior and senior year. Actually got to play against Coach Sonato this past year. Sure. up in Brewer, so that was fun to coach up against him. But no, just being up in Grand Prairie, I got to be be around such great people, such great teachers, and that's why I feel like I'm the young man I am today, just by them staying by my side. And but just on the baseball field, I learned so much, from the defense to the offense to just being versatile in everything that I do, and that's what I preach to our guys, is learning a little bit of versatility, being able to learn and being able to be a sponge for multiple spots. But yeah, Grand Prairie's home. Grand Prairie is home.
Well, and you had the opportunity to go on to the collegiate level and play at UIW. For a lot of the guys that you coach out here, that is a goal of theirs. They would love to play at the Division I level. They'd love to play at any level collegiately. Right. What are some of the main things that you tell them about what it takes to gain the recognition of coaches at the next level and prepare yourself to be successful there?
Yeah, I mean, just stay present in everything that they do. Take it day by day. Don't worry about, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Just be present, worry about today. Just continue to work hard in everything that you do. It's all God's plan by the end of it. But no, it's going to take hard work. It's in order to be great at this game, you got to work a little bit better every single day. Not just on the field, but weight rooms, making sure your grades are up in the classroom, but just taking it day by day, being present in everything that you do. And like I said, it's all God's plan when it's all said and done.
One of the things you do here at PCA is you help out with the infield, and I really wanted to dive into defense with you today, if you wouldn't mind, because I just feel like, especially at this level, that's one of the great separators is, right. We talk a lot about pitching and we talk a lot about hitting, and those get the accolades, but the ability to make the routine defensive play day in and day out, that's winning baseball right there. So how do you guys as a staff help you guys to be so efficient defensively?
So what we like to say is win every ball that you get, win every single rep. No matter if a coach is watching, no matter if nobody's watching, just win every single rep. Our guys do a really good job of doing their defensive skill every day. But the three fundamentals that were taught to me at UIW was late eyes. We say late eyes a lot. Hold your look, as Coach Valade likes to say. Play underneath the baseball, stay low, and then just active feet. You got to have active feet in everything that you do, not just baseball, right? But yeah, our guys do a great job. They put in the work. Defensively, one thing that we try to do is minimize errors. We try to keep it under one a game. Zero's the goal, obviously, but if we can keep it under a game, then we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, like I said, our guys do a good job. They prioritize defense, and defense takes you a long way, because that's one thing that helped me play at the Nets level was defense, and be able to play center field, left field, right field. I wasn't the biggest, so first base wasn't an option, but being able to play all over the infield, I mean, defense will take you a long ways. And I know a lot of coaches, they put guys in the lineup. They'd rather have a defender than a guy that is a little bit more offensive. But yeah, defense is key here. Defense is huge.
Well, 27 years old, there's a long time for you to go in this game. But kind of like you coach the kids out there, you got to take it one day at a time, no matter the personal aspirations you may have. I don't know what it is for you. How do you try to take it one day at a time in your personal life? And, along with that, where would you like to see your career go down the line? Yeah,
just prayer. Prayer every single day, trusting God's plan, trusting his journey for me. But down the line, maybe a head coaching job, maybe that would be nice. But maybe collegiate as well. I'd love to go out there and recruit and scout, and maybe wherever it takes me. I'm a present guy. I like to, like you said, take it day by day. But yeah, somewhere down the line. But like I said, I'm happy to be here at PCA. This is home. This is home. But yeah, that's a little bit about where I want to find myself.
Do you remember a moment that triggered for you? I could see myself getting into coaching.
I would say probably when I got done playing collegiate baseball. I know, down the line everybody has to put up the cleats, but there's still a little bit something in the heart where it's like I still want to pursue this. But one guy, Zach Matthews, I do lessons at his facility in Southlake, and he kind of took me under his wing to be able to do lessons and learn more about hitting, learn a little bit more about defense, and then just from there it took off. And then, like I said, I played for Coach Valet growing up. He coached me. Ryan, his son, is one of my best friends, so we got to play together all the way until he got drafted, and I went to go play college baseball. And but yeah, I mean, Coach Valet gave me the opportunity to come in here and coach, and I mean, we have an awesome staff. It's a joy to be able to walk into that clubhouse and be able to love what you're doing every single day with the right guys you're surrounded by.
Absolutely, and to do it with a greater purpose as well. Well,
yes.
Coach, thank you so much for the time. It's so good to meet you, and congratulations on the success so far this year.
Thank you for having me. Yes, sir.
Absolutely. That is Coach Rodriguez. Before PCA takes on John Paul II a little bit later on. When we come back, we've got starting lineups, and still to come, the prayer and the national anthem here at Graham Field. You are tuned in to PCA Baseball from Metro Sports Communications.
The Children's Health Andrews Institute is helping me get back into the swing of things.
They're getting me back to reaching new heights.
Back to sticking the landing.
Back to setting goals and scoring them.
Back to more than a game.
As experts in everything from orthopedics to performance training, we specialize in getting DFW athletes back to doing what they love.
Make your dream outdoor space a reality with Aquaterra Outdoors. From full-service design to construction for landscaping, pools, and outdoor structures, we offer everything you need for your ideal outdoor environment. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, Aquaterra Outdoors, elevating outdoor living to the next level. Contact us today at 214-387-8333 or visit our website aquaterraoutdoors.com and start your journey to the ultimate outdoor experience.
Welcome back. It is a warm, breezy night in Plano. Just a few minutes away from the first pitch between the Prestonwood Lions, 20-2 on the season, 4-0 in district action, and John Paul II, the Cardinals, 11-9-1, 1-3 in league action this season. Let's meet the starting lineup. First of all, for Prestonwood, under head coach James Valade in his 5th season. Leading off and playing center field is junior Niffen, the 6', 165-pound senior. Batting second and playing second base is Jake Felsman, the 5'8", 170-pound senior. Trent Valade, the coach's son, 6'5", 215-pound senior at first base, hitting .410 with a team-leading 3 home runs and 22 runs batted in this season. Batting in the cleanup hole and playing third is Aiden Moffitt, the 6'3", 215-pound junior, with 8 doubles on the season to lead the team. Max Bachman, the 6'4", 205-pound shortstop, the junior, bats 5th. Riggs Huggins, the left fielder, bats in the 6th hole. The sophomore leads the team in several offensive categories, including batting average at .442, triples with 2, also batting average with runners in scoring position of .579, a .643 on base percentage, and 22 walks on the season. Cruz Banuelos is the backstop once more, 6'1", 217, the senior, hitting .333 on the season, and bats 7th. Batting 8th again is Chance Kidd, his 2nd straight start at designated hitter spot. He had the solo home run in the 6th inning to get an insurance run against LCA on Friday, the 6'4", 215-pound freshman. And Quinn Majewski, the 5'8", 155-pound junior right fielder, bats in the 9 hole. He's hitting .345 on the season, coming off a 2-for-3 day. Niffen, Felsman, Valade, Moffitt, Bachman, Huggins, Banuelos, Kidd, and Majewski. for Prestonwood. And going up against John Paul II's Gio Chavarria. Chavarria is only 5'10", 165, a junior. He doesn't have overpowering stuff with his fastball, 80 to 82 miles an hour, but man, he just gets out there and throws strikes. In 39 innings pitched this year, he's only been touched up for 9 walks on the season. His ERA is just a little over 1 on the year, giving up 12 runs and 20 hits, 6 of those runs earned over 39 innings this season. So Chavarria is definitely a player that at the pitching spot, if he is on, then Prestonwood, they've got to be on their game as well, because he's going to make you put the bat on the ball. He's going to throw strikes. And so Prestonwood has to be selective and ready to hit the fastball when you know it's coming, because the changeup is his out pitch. For John Paul II, the Cardinals batting lineup looks like this. Carson Hess, the shortstop. He is batting in the leadoff hole, 5'10", 165, a senior. Jackson Baker Duran, the center fielder, 5'11", 140, a sophomore, bats in the 2-hole. Logan Buchanan is their leading hitter at 321 this season. The 5'7", 155-pound senior plays third as well. Batting in the cleanup hole is the right fielder, number 33, Donovan Griffin, a 5'11", 170-pound sophomore. Christian Sanchez, the 5'11", 175-pound senior at second base. He has a lot of speed on the base paths and also gap power. He had an inside the park home run earlier this season and also leads the team with 2 triples on the year. A.J. Ritchie is the catcher, 6'1", 175, a senior. R.J. Bean bats in the 7-hole, the first baseman. Reed Arnold, the left fielder, the freshman, bats in the 8-hole. And Gio Chavarria will hit for himself, the pitcher, hitting in the 9-hole, 5'10", 165, a junior. Let's pause here at Graham Field as the pageantry continues before John Paul II and Prestonwood.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
is all the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite, I have a different flavor. Then, with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite. That's just a recipe for a good time, you know?
That's what makes it for me. Like, that's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Are you injured or in pain and not sure what to do? Schedule a complimentary injury screening and talk to our physical therapists at Vista PT to see if physical therapy is right for you. No prescription or referral is needed.
For each one of us to go to heaven by placing our faith and trust in Him and Him alone for our salvation. We pray that this game will honor and glorify you. For it's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Welcome back to Graham Field. Now time for our national anthem. The national anthem here at Graham Field. One final timeout, and we'll be back for the first pitch between JP2 and Prestonwood. You're listening to PCA Lions Baseball from Metro Sports Communications.
The Children's Health Andrews Institute is helping me get back into the swing of things.
They're getting me back to reaching new heights.
Back to sticking the landing.
Back to setting goals and scoring them.
Back to more than a game.
As experts in everything from orthopedics to performance training, we specialize in getting DFW athletes back to doing what they love.
Dream outdoor space a reality with Aquaterra Outdoors. From full-service design to construction for landscaping, pools, and outdoor structures, we offer everything you need for your ideal outdoor environment. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, Aquaterra Outdoors, elevating outdoor living to the next level. Contact us today at 214-387-8333 or visit our website aquaterraoutdoors.com and start your journey to the ultimate outdoor experience.
Welcome back to Plano, the home of the Prestonwood Lions, here at Graham Field, just a few minutes away from first pitch between JP2 and the Prestonwood Lions. Big thanks to our entire crew tonight. Nice to have Barry Walters, Ben Stevenson, Brooke Messeret, Seth Thomas, Preston Clark, and everybody that helps get this game on the air here on YouTube. You can find all of these home games for Prestonwood right here. On an 85-degree night under clear skies, the winds are substantial, coming straight out of the south at 15 to 25 miles an hour, pretty much blowing in from right center field. And so that makes it a little bit tougher to hit into on a night like tonight. But then, the ball will jump as well a little bit better when you have a night where it is warmer as well. And that has not always been the case. The last two home games for Prestonwood have been rather cold evenings, dipping into the 50s and feeling like we were in the 40s. Not so this evening after a very warm day. Before a cold front plunges through tomorrow and probably brings some rain with it as well. John Paul II Cardinals under Roberto Gallegos. He's in his first year as the head coach. He's 39 years old. He was hired back in July. Started his college career at Navarro College and then transferred to Northwestern State in Louisiana, where he was a demon. Earned a BA in criminal justice. But veered off into the coaching space. He's served as an assistant coach at several different spots along the course of his career at the collegiate level as well. He was an assistant coach for a year at UT Arlington in 2024. He was also an assistant coach at Navarro College, one of his alma maters. He also previously worked on the Oklahoma staff as a varsity, as a recruiting assistant and a volunteer assistant and recruiting coordinator. Originally from El Paso, Riverside High School, he's made his way here to DFW and got the job in the offseason and trying to lead a big turnaround at John Paul II. Definitely a team that can get it done pitching-wise, averaging, giving up just 3.4 runs a game this season, but only scoring at 4.2 a clip. And so they're going to have to be efficient with their offense, especially facing Savion Sims today. JP2 started out the district schedule with losses to Legacy Christian 3-1 in 14 innings, a tough luck loss there. And then went to LCA and lost 11-10. That one was in 9 innings. Followed that up with a narrow loss at Bishop Lynch, a game that was 1-1 down the stretch before finally a 2-spot late. And Bishop Lynch was able to get the better of JP2 in that one, 3-1. But last time out on Friday, they picked up a 3-spot in the first inning and never trailed in a 4-3 win over Bishop Lynch, their first district victory of the season, and they're trying to make it back-to-back. And they'll be doing it against Savion Sims and the Prestonwood Lions. Behind Sims defensively, it's Trent Valade, the senior at first base, Jake Felsman, a senior at second base, Max Bachman, the junior at short, Aiden Moffitt, the junior at third. Outfield is Riggs Huggins, the sophomore in left field. Junior Niffen, the senior in center. And Quinn Majewski, the junior out in right. Cruz Banuelos is catching Savion Sims. Sims, the 6'8", 205-pound senior. The young man from Oklahoma, where he played at Edmond Santa Fe, helped lead them to a state title. Recently is 4-1 this year with a 1.48 ERA. Opponents only hitting 115 against him because his stuff is absolutely electric. When the control is there, it is very difficult to hit Savion Sims. A two-seamer, a four-seamer, a splitter, a slider, a fastball that can top out at just over 100, and there are several scouts in attendance today that will have their radar guns trained at what Savion Sims brings. The marquee arm in this district, Sims, getting the start and towing the rubber, going up against Carson Hess to start things out. Hess coming up from the right side. The shortstop, the senior, righty to righty, and the first pitch is a fastball on the inside part of the plate for a called strike. For Sims, doesn't normally go deep in games just because he's a high-volume pitch guy. Still trying to do a better job of reining in that stuff and figuring out a way to be more consistent over the plate. And so the Cardinals, like any team, are going to need to be very patient against Sims. So the 1-1 pitch is a fastball that's ripped at and missed for strike two to Carson Hess. Hess, a .277 hitter this season. He has 4 doubles and a triple, on base at a .420 clip. The 1-2 from Sims, the fastball through the glove of Banuelos. Just letter high and outside to make it 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jackson Baker Duran, the center fielder, is on deck with Logan Buchanan in the hole here in the top of the first inning. Sims deals the 2-2. Down the middle for a called strike 3. Hess taking that fastball. And nice first batter for Savion Sims. There is 1 down for Jackson Baker Duran. One of only a couple available left-handed bats right now for the Cardinals. Duran, the center fielder, sophomore, slight at 5'11", 140. The first pitch, again, a fastball right there on the inside part of the plate for a called strike. Baker Duran has the best speed on the bases this season, 14 of 19 when he gets on. The 0-1, it's outside. And for Baker Duran, only hitting 200 this season, but getting on base much better than that. He has induced 13 walks this season. That's one of the top numbers on the team. Sims comes home 1-1, and again, the fastball is in there for a strike. Sims rocking and dealing early and not playing around, just trying to overpower the opponent with his stuff. Another rip and a miss on that 1-2 pitch. And strike 3 to Baker Duran as Savion Sims blows it past the first 2 batters for John Paul II. JP2 this season as a team with 158 strikeouts versus 109 walks, hitting .217 as a team. But here's their best hitter, the 3-hole, Logan Buchanan, third baseman, working righty to righty, and the pitch from Sims, again down the heart of the plate for a called strike. Sims has it dialed in so far. Buchanan last time out against Bishop Lynch went 2 for 3 with a run scored. Here's the 0-1 from Sims. Inside, got away and hit Buchanan. A fastball that just never, it just started out with a poor release point, and Buchanan takes the hit by pitch. Now, for Sims, only his second batter that he's hit this season. That brings up Donovan Griffin, the other left-handed hitter in this lineup. Buchanan, by the way, the 5'7", 155-pounder, running down at first base, 3 for 3 on the bases this season. So Griffin up from the left side, the .240 hitter, went 2 for 3 with a double and a run scored in the last game. And Sims, after working so quickly to the first 3 batters, pumps in a fastball to Griffin, 0-1. So a relatively young team here for JP2. 2 of the top 4 hitters, sophomores on this team. Cleanup hitter, Griffin, 5 RBIs on the season. They are without one of their top batters and pitchers right now. As the 0-1 is ripped at and missed. No balls and 2 strikes to Griffin. John Paul II playing right now without Christian Crowder. Important two-way player for them. With 2 down and a man on, runner goes. The 0-2 pitch in for a called strike 3, and that'll do it for the inning. Savion Sims works around a 2-out hit by pitch and strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left on after 1/2 inning. JP 2-0, and Prestonwood coming up on PCA Lions Baseball from Metro Sports Communications.
At Paris Baguette, our expertly crafted cakes, decadent pastries and breads, and freshly brewed coffees are always served with a smile. To find your neighborhood bakery cafe, visit parisbaguette.com.
Welcome back into Plano. No scores. We head to the bottom of the first inning. John Little back with you. And on the mound for John Paul II, Gio Chavarria will give you his numbers in a moment, but behind him, R.J. Bean is at first base, Christian Sanchez at second, Carson Hess at short, Logan Buchanan at third, Reed Arnold in left, Jackson Baker Duran in center, and Donovan Griffin in right. A.J. Ritchie catching Chavarria, 5'10", 165-pound junior, making his 7th start this year and his 9th appearance, 2-2 with a save. An ERA of 1.08. Opponents only batting 141 against him in 39 innings, giving up 12 runs. Only 6 of them have been earned. Just about half a hit per inning. His whip is outstanding this year. He's only given up 20 hits and 9 walks in 39 innings this season. His whip well under 1. 33 strikeouts versus 9 walks this season for Gio Chavarria. Like we were telling you before the game, 80-82 on his fastball. So not overpowering stuff, but he does bring it with good movement, kind of from a 3/4 arm angle. And his out pitch is his changeup, something that Prestonwood will have to watch out for today against Chavarria, a guy who went 1-1 against Prestonwood a season ago. It'll be Junior Niffen, Jake Felsman, and Trent Valet due up here in the bottom of the first inning with no score. And Niffen comes up to lead off for Prestonwood. Niffen, a .396 hitter this season with a home run and 12 RBIs, and leads the team with 16 stolen bases this season. Chavarria last time out taking a hard luck loss in a 3-1 setback to Bishop Lynch. Went 6 innings, giving up 3 runs. Only 1 was earned on 3 hits, and he struck out 4. And the first pitch to Niffen is in there for a called strike. Pulled back by A.J. Ritchie, the backstop. 0-1. Niffen 0 for 2 with a walk and a hit by pitch last Friday in the victory over LCA at home, the 4-1 win. It's been a great table setter this season for Prestonwood. .373 with the on-base percentage, and in addition to the hits, 17 walks, and he's been hit 5 times. 1-1. That does fall a little bit further outside. 2-1 to Junior Niffen. Another pitch to Niffen, and that comes in for a called strike. Trying to stay away, righty to righty. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Junior Niffen. PCA lifer. First team all-district player last year. 2-2 pitch, and protecting the plate, Niffen pops it back and foul. Out of play, hitting the stands of the football stadium back and to our right. Niffen headed to SMU as a preferred walk-on in football after being an all-state football slot receiver. 2-2 pitch, and that's hit in the air to left field. Ranging back on it is Reed Arnold. The freshman circles under it in front of the Prestonwood Lions sign in left and puts it away. Junior Niffen is a Loud out. And with one down in the bottom of the first and no score, Jake Felsman to the plate. Felsman a 3-6 for a base hit. Right between Buchanan, the third baseman, and Hess, the shortstop. It's a one-out single for Jake Felsman. And it brings up Trent Valade. Trent celebrating a birthday later on this week. He'll turn 19 on Thursday. 6'5", 215-pound senior. Hitting .410 on the season and leading the team with 3 home runs and 22 runs batted in. He's coming off a really good week against LCA a week ago as the wind kicks up. And the first pitch is a tailing pitch in for a called strike to Valade. Chavarria's got to be careful with Valade, who hits righties so well. Valade with that open stance from the left side. Left foot all the way back at the line of the batter's box as the 0-1 is rocketed foul. Left side back over the entrance to Graham Field and back toward the hill that moves downward into the main parking lot here in Plano. It's 0-2 to Trent Valade. Felsman on with that one-out single at first base. Quick toss over to first, and it gets past the first baseman. That allows Felsman to go into second. Errors have been a problem for JP2 this season as a team that is 53 errors. And just to give you an idea of how that compares to a good defensive team like Prestonwood, Prestonwood's only committed 14 on the season. That's error number 53 on the year for JP2. So it'll be an E1 on the bouncing throw by Chavarria and a runner in scoring position. Valade up with the 0-2 count. Prestonwood looking to strike first. Time called by Valade as he was a little tired of waiting on that pitch. Valade, the Texas A&M commit, standing in. Chavarria comes home, and Valade swings and hits one in the air to center field. But right there for it is Jackson Baker Duran. A couple steps to his right. And after the fly out to center, there are 2 down. Still a man in scoring position for Aiden Moffitt. 6'3", 215-pound junior third baseman, batting from the left side. Hitting .350 on the season. And leads the team with 8 doubles on the year. Outfield playing straight away here against the powerful Moffitt. First pitch runs inside and low, a breaking ball from Chavarria. 1-0. Chavarria trying to get out of a little 2 outs with a runner in scoring position. Piece of consternation after the 1-out walk by Felsman, and then Felsman getting into scoring position on the E1. Pitch. That runs a little bit inside. 2 balls and no strikes to Aiden Moffitt. For Chavarria, first team all-district last season in this district and the newcomer of the year. Plays second base when he's not pitching. His older brother, a left-handed pitcher for Southern Arkansas. He's a mule rider. The 2-0 pitch rolled over foul by Moffitt. 2 balls and a strike as Moffitt saw a pitch he liked on 2-0 and tried to turn on it. Roberto Gallegos, the Cardinals head coach, says he absolutely loves the poise of Chavarria. The moment doesn't get to him. Really likes to challenge hitters, even without the overpowering stuff. With 2 down and a runner at second. The 2-1 to Moffitt. He watches it a little bit outside. 3 balls and a strike now to Aiden. Throws a 2-seam fastball, a curve, and a change. And the change is more often than not is out pitch, but needs a strike here in 3-1 and throws the two-seamer on the outside part of the plate for a called strike. So a two-seamer coming in at 80 to 82, and there is some late break on it. It's quite obvious. And tough to distinguish between that pitch and his change. First base open and a full count. Payoff pitch to Moffitt. And it's swung on and driven into right for a base hit. Around third base is Felsman. Throw coming in from right is not in time. A two-out RBI single by Aiden Moffitt. Prestonwood strikes first tonight and leads JP2 1-0. For Aiden Moffitt, he drives in, number 21 on the season. One behind Trent Valade for the team lead. Jake Felsman able to come home after he had moved from first to second on the E1, so we'll see how the inning transpires, if that ends up being an earned run or not, as Max Bachman comes up from the right side. The first pitch to Bachman is popped up into short right. The second baseman, Sanchez, has a play. Staring into the blue sky, he's able to put it away. But a run comes home to score. It was unearned on 2 hits and an error. 1 left on. 1 in the books. Prestonwood 1. JP2 0. This is PCA Lions baseball from Metro Sports Communications.
Storm damage? Don't wait until it's too late. At Up to Date Roofing, we bring top quality craftsmanship, honest pricing, and fast service to protect what matters most, your home. From repairs to full replacements, we keep your roof and your home up to date. Call us today and stay covered, rain or shine. Up to Date Roofing, keeping you covered no matter the weather.
Welcome back into Plano. Going to the top of the second inning. Savion Sims for Prestonwood staked to a 1-0 lead after the 2-out RBI single by Aiden Moffitt to score Jake Felsman. Outstanding first inning for Savion Sims. 14 pitches, 4 balls, 10 strikes. He struck out the side. 2 of them were looking. Worked around a hit by pitch to Logan Buchanan. He'll face Christian Sanchez, A.J. Ritchie, and R.J. Bean here in the top of the second inning. Sanchez, the 5'11", 175-pound senior second baseman, .271 hitter on the season. The only player on the team for JP2 with a home run this season. It was inside the Parker. And he also has 3 doubles and 2 triples on the season, including a bases clearing triple in the last game for him as he takes the first pitch, a little outside for ball 1. He went 2 for 3 with a triple and 3 RBIs in his last game. And in the first inning, had a bases clearing 2-out triple to score 3 runs. And now he's ahead in the count 2-0 after the pitch from Sims. Ends up wide. Sanchez definitely a capable hitter. That 2-0 pitch in on the inside corner for a called strike. 2 balls and a strike now. Sims comes home, and the fastball is fouled back. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Christian Sanchez. A.J. Ritchie is on deck, to be followed by R.J. Bean. Cardinals team averaging just a touch over 4 runs a game this season. Here's the 2-2. Fastball chopped left side, could be trouble, but Moffitt grabs it and is able to gather his balance and fire on to first base. Nice play by the 6'3" Aiden Moffitt to gather himself, kind of like a condor, spread out those arms to make sure he was on balance and wing it on to first for the 5-3 out. There's one down for A.J. Ritchie, 6'1" catcher. The first pitch to Ritchie is up high. Ritchie, 173 hitter this season. He has 9 hits on the year, but 13 walks. Has done a good job with his pitch selection. And the senior takes a strike. Ritchie, the catcher, used to seeing pitches in his job as one of the backstops for the Cardinals. 1-1. Fastball just a little low. 2 balls and a strike. Ritchie headed to Southeastern Oklahoma State in Durant. 2-1 is foul back. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Ritchie. Second team last year. Has a younger brother, Marco, who plays on JP2's JV. Hasn't had a lot of success offensively this season, but he is so valuable as a catcher and framing pitches like we've seen so far in this one. Here's the 2-2 from Sims. That rides a little bit inside as a pitcher who's headed to a school in Oklahoma. Savion Sims works to another guy headed to a school in Oklahoma, and Ritchie. Here's the payoff. And that is hit in the air to center field, but right at the center fielder, Junior Nippon. Did not have to move almost a muscle. A line out to center field by Ritchie means there are 2 down here in the top of the second inning. 1-0 the advantage for Prestonwood. Only game this week, as both teams will have Friday off. Taking a pause for Good Friday, as R.J. Bean is up from the right side and takes a first pitch strike. Bean, the 5'10", 210-pounder, junior first baseman. 0 for 2 in the last game against Bishop Lynch, hitting 143 on the season. This one's hit up the box to second base. Gobbled in by Felsman. Makes the easy throw. No strikeouts that inning for Sims, but the Cardinals go 1-2-3, 1.5 in the books. It's Prestonwood 1, JP2 0. You're listening and watching PCA Lions baseball from Metro Sports Communications.
It's not about fixing air conditioners. It's not about the thousands of hours spent training. It's about homeowners resting easy, knowing they can trust us in their homes. It's about keeping a family cool and comfortable in the dead of summer. At Milestone, it's more than just a job. It is and always will be how we help people.
To the bottom of the second inning we go in Plano. It's a 1-0 advantage for Prestonwood over John Paul II, a matchup of the team that leads the district in Prestonwood at 4-0. And JP2, the Cardinals, who have had some tough luck losses, but every single game has been competitive in district play. They do find themselves in last place in the league right now at 1-3. But with multiple games that went to extra innings, they could very well just be in second place in this league right now coming in. But what's been the one bugaboo this season for them? It has been errors, and no shade whatsoever to Gio Chavarria, a fantastic pitcher, but it was his throwing error trying to chase Jake Felsman back into first base that put Felsman in scoring position. Eventually allowed Felsman to score on the 2-out single by Aiden Moffitt. The unearned run in the first inning puts Prestonwood up 1-0, and for a team in JP2 that struggles to score runs, certainly something you can't allow much more of as the night goes on. Riggs Huggins leads it off for Prestonwood in the bottom of the second inning. Huggins coming off another 2-hit game. Last time out on Friday, 6'2", 195-pound sophomore, leading the team in at least 5 offensive categories: average, on-base percentage, triples, walks, batting average with runners in scoring position. Left fielder coming up from the left side to face Gio Chavarria for the first time. Chavarria, who went 1-1 against this same Prestonwood team a season ago, starts Huggins out, up high for ball 1. Huggins, excellent selection at the plate with those 22 walks. Great contact as well. The 1-0 is in for a called strike. 1-1. Cruz Banuelos is on deck, to be followed by Chance Kidd. Chavarria rocks and deals, and the pitch, I think, framed well by Richie, but it did run inside. 2 balls and a strike, and that's what Gallegos was talking about when it comes to Richie's ability to frame pitches. He makes everything look really good. The 2-1 ripped at and missed as Huggins, great contact hitter, comes up empty on that one. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Chavarria working quickly here in the bottom of 2 on a windy night. Pitch is skied foul down the left field side. 19 pitches in the first inning for Chavarria, 6 balls, 13 strikes. The 6th pitch of the at-bat to Riggs Huggins. Chavarria shook off the first one and brings home a change. Ends up high for 3 balls and 2 strikes. Trying to get Huggins out in front of it. Nice job by Huggins to hold back and not offer at the changeup. So an early payoff pitch here, and the breaking ball is fouled off down the left side again. Long at bat for Riggs Huggins. Chavarria has really been locked in overall over the course of the season, but especially over his last 3. He's been really good. 3-2 pitch, a little bit outside for ball 4. Chavarria might feel like he's squeezed, but Huggins, that's what he does. Great plate discipline, working his 23rd walk of the season to lead the team, and that's tough to do against Chavarria, a guy who's only allowed now 10 walks on the season through 40 innings pitched. Cruz Banuelos up from the right side, and when it comes to Chavarria, last time out, 6 innings against Bishop Lynch, giving up 3 runs, only 1 was earned on 3 hits, 4 strikeouts and a walk. And Banuelos showing bunt, bunts it back, and foul, 0-1. Banuelos 333 on the season with no home runs, 13 runs batted in. 2 weeks ago on the 17th, a 3-1 loss to LCA, a game that went 14 innings. He started and went the first 7, giving up a run and scattering 7 hits, striking out 6 and walking just 2. The 0-1, that's a fastball that tails back in for a called strike. It's now 0-2 to Cruz Banuelos. And his last non-district start of the year was against Cistercian, a complete game shutout, 1 hitter, where he struck out 10 and didn't walk anybody. Huggins on it first. The 0-2 to Cruz Banuelos. Right back up the box. That is smoked on 0-2 into center field for a base hit. Banuelos making solid contact. Huggins moves on to second base. 2 on. And nobody out for Chance Kidd. Kidd would not say at all that he was scuffling through his first few at-bats of the season, but it was simply that he hadn't come around with a hit yet. But had that solo home run in the 6th inning of the game on Friday, giving him his first hit of his career going out to right. Now he bats here with 2 on and nobody out. He calls time after Chavarria stares in for the longest. Kidd getting his 2nd straight start at DH. Looks down at his head coach, James Valade, for the sign. Stands in a key situation here where he'd like to have a good at bat and at least move the runners. Infield playing at double play depth. And Chavarria turns and looks back at second, trying to get Prestonwood to tip their hand as to what they want to do with the freshman kid up at the plate. Chavarria comes home, and Kidd takes a first pitch curve in for a called strike. 0-1. So Kidd not showing bunt off the bat. Of course, he's got a lot of power in that bat, and still in a game like this with runs to come by, I could see it hard to come by. I could see it going both ways, maybe move the runners and force a team in JP2 that has not fielded cleanly this season to make a play on a sacrifice bunt attempt, or let Kidd swing away. He's got a hot bat. So Chavarria ahead in the count 0-1. Comes home to Kidd, swings and hits it deep in the gap to left center field, and that is down to split the outfielders all the way to the wall. Huggins comes home to score from second. Banuelos chugging in. The relay throw is late. Chance Kidd is on fire. Smoking an RBI double to the left center field gap for RBIs number 2 and 3 on the season. And Prestonwood goes up 3-0. And that's why you let the freshman hit. Not a normal freshman. It's the first double of Chance Kidd's career. And Chavarria is not used to being touched up. Gives up his 4th hit to the first 8 batters of this game. Quinn Majewski comes up from the left side. And Kidd absolutely turned on that pitch. Majewski up from the left side, and first pitch is outside for ball 1. Majewski 2 for 3 with a run scored on Friday against LCA. 345 hitter this season. 3 doubles and a triple. On base of 439 for the junior right fielder. Chavarria comes home. Wave and a miss. And even though Chavarria brought it home on the fastball there, everything with a lot of movement from Chavarria, and Majewski comes up empty, a ball and a strike. As a team, Prestonwood this year at 329 with runners in scoring position, and Kidd with nobody out down at second. Already a 3-0 lead for Prestonwood. Wave and a miss at an off-speed pitch by Majewski. It's 1-2. That's what Chavarria is capable of. He can miss bats. Nobody out, 1-2. Gio comes home, and it's hit to the right side of the infield. This is going to be a tough play. The pitcher trying to cover, and it's not in time. An infield single as Majewski runs extremely well, and maybe Chavarria got a little bit of a late break from the pitching spot, but Majewski hit it to the perfect spot, and it was just a sprint for first base, and Majewski wins it out. Really no chance to get him on the infield single. The 5th hit already. And Chance Kidd, by the way, moves on to third base. And so there are runners at the corners. Still nobody out for junior Niffen. A lot of damage done already for Prestonwood, and they'd love to see some more. So Niffen got solid contact his first time up on a 2-2 pitch and flied out to the freshman left fielder, Rena Arnold. Showing bunt here. Bunts it. A good one. Back up the box. A squeeze bunt. Throw home. And it is not in time as Chance Kidd is able to get underneath the tag. It looked like the throw was there in time. It just was that the tag was applied late. That's the ruling. And Kidd is able to slide in underneath on the suicide squeeze. How about that? So Junior Niffen with the RBI sacrifice bunt, bringing Kidd home from third. It's a very short conversation between Roberto Gallegos and the home plate umpire, but Gallegos not going to win that petition. Makes it 4-0. Bang, bang call at the plate. Definitely looked like the throw beat Kidd, but evidently he got in underneath the tag. Another bunt third base side by Felsman. And in this one is foul. That time the third baseman Buchanan was back. And there's a lot of room for Felsman to take a look at bunting up the line and perhaps doing even more than moving the runners with nobody out in the inning. So Niffen running at second base, or rather Majewski, I should say, running at second base, and Niffen down at first. Again, bunt shown, and it's bunted foul by Jake Felsman on the third base side, and now he's down in the count at 0-2. So the inning started with a Riggs-Huggins walk on an 8-pitch at bat. Cruz Banuelos singled back up the box. Chance Kidd cleared the bases with a 2-run double. Moved to third after the infield hit by Majewski. Came home on the suicide squeeze by Niffen. The 0-2 pitch. Again, bunt shown, and it's taken for a called strike 3. First strikeout by Gio Chavarria, and it is a big one with 2 on. '34th strikeout this season for Chavarria. About 41 innings this season. There's one down for Trent Belade. First time up. Flew out to center field on a line. Majewski is at second base and Junior Niffen at first base with a 4-0 advantage for Prestonwood and 3 runs home in the inning. Chavarria, for good reason, has been distracted by the traffic on the base paths in this one. And the flat build cap at a canted angle. Bring it home to Trent Belade. Takes that first pitch a little inside, or low, I should say, for ball 1. Belade with 4 hits last week, a couple home runs on the road at LCA, and a couple singles on Friday at home against LCA. 1-0 pitch. That's rocketed foul. Down the left field line over the bullpen and backing out of play. It'll be 1-1 strike to Trent Belade. So a big spot here for Belade with a runner in scoring position again. That's Majewski, who runs with good speed. So does Niffen, of course, at first. 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to center field, but it is playable. Got underneath it. Baker Duran puts it away. Tagging from second and getting on to third base is Majewski with a throw that's up the third base line toward the outfield wall side. And Majewski moves on to third base and is 90 feet away with 2 down for Aiden Moffitt. Moffitt singled through the hole between first and second in the first inning. An RBI single by Aiden to increase his average with runners in scoring position this season and drive in number 21 on the year. He's got runners at the corners here. With 2 down, 3 runs already home. The pitch to the third baseman is down low for ball 1. So Chavarria, who kept PCA off balance last year in his first matchup against the Lions, giving up just 1 hit through 5 sparkling innings, is getting touched up today. 1-0 is outside and high, 2 balls and no strikes. The second time he matched up against Prestonwood last year was here at PCA. That was an 8-0 win on March the 28th of 2025, and Chavarria went 5 innings, giving up 5 runs. 4 were earned on 8 hits. Here's a 2-0 pitch. Runner goes, taken for a strike, and Ritchie will hold to make sure that nobody's able to come home from third base. Stolen base by Niffen is his 17th of the season. JP2 has only thrown out 2 runners trying to steal this season. So 2 in scoring position. The 2-1 pitch. Moffitt watches it the whole way, and a good eye at that as it falls in below the knees. 3-1 now to Moffitt with first base open. Max Bachman on deck. 2 in scoring position with 2 down. Here's the 3-1 to Moffitt. Inside for ball 4, and Moffitt has been on base both times. I think Chavarria, especially after that 2-1 pitch missed low, and Niffen moved into scoring position on the stolen base. He was going to be very careful to Aiden Moffitt, and with good reason. That loads the bases with 2 down in the bottom of the second inning, and it brings up Max Bachman for the second time. Bachman popped out to end the first inning. First pitch to Bachman. Takes for a called strike. Bachman having a good year at the plate with 15 RBIs. Second team All-District a season ago. Had a 3-run home run against Spring Hill earlier this year. The 0-1 chopped left side. Nice job to grab it in midair by the third baseman Buchanan, and he wins the race against Niffen to third base. Had to scramble in as Niffen was bearing down on him. So 3 runs come home to score in the inning, and they do so on 3 hits. No errors, and the bases left full. But after 2 innings, Prestonwood extends the lead over JP2 in this district battle. It's 4-0 on PCA Lions baseball from Metro Sports Communications. Three spot. Prestonwood with the 3 spot in the bottom of the second inning opens up a 4-0 lead on the visiting John Paul II Cardinals. And Savion Sims, who sat for a while after a 30-pitch inning on the other side by Gio Chavarria, where Prestonwood batted around, starts his 3rd inning of work. He'll face the freshman Reed Arnold, along with the pitcher Chavarria and the leadoff hitter Carson Hess. Sims giving up only the hit by pitch so far in this one. And the first pitch from Sims, a fastball. Again, on the outside part of the plate for a called strike to Reed Arnold, as for the most part, Sims has been accurate with his fastball in this one. Another one? Yes. Again, it's in there. A tough situation for the freshman left fielder, Reed Arnold, who has moved into the starting lineup this season. Here late because of injury. Here's the 0-2. In there for a called strike 3 is Reed Arnold. Never has the bat leave his shoulder. Takes 3 straight for a called strike 3. 4th strikeout for Savion Sims, and uncharacteristic of those that face Savion. He has had 3 of them be strikeouts looking so far. Chavarria shows bunt and takes it for a called strike. Gio Chavarria actually in limited time as an offensive player leads JP2 in average this season at .391. The 9-hole hitter swings and hits it foul down the right field line, and draws some encouragement from parents in the crowd. Say, wow, way to go, Gio. It's tough to catch up with the Savion Sims pitch. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss on a ball down in the dirt, and Banuelos able to pick it up off the turf, make the tag on Chavarria. And 2 strikeouts brings up Carson Hess.
Top of the lineup for the Cardinals shortstop, number 21, Carson Hess.
So the 5th strikeout for Sims through 2 2/3. 4-0 is the lead here in the top of the 3rd for Prestonwood. And Hess takes the first pitch for a called strike. Hess, a strikeout looking for the shortstop in the 1st inning. Sims rocks and deals. Swing and a miss for strike 2 to Hess. No balls and 2 strikes. So Arnold struck out looking on 3 pitches. Chavarria struck out swinging on 3. Now it's 0-2 to Hess. Sims comes home. Swing and a pop foul. No immaculate inning. But very close there for Sims. Carson Hess able to spoil it with the foul off. Still, it's 0-2. 2 down. Pitch in there for a called strike 3. As close as you can get to an immaculate inning. 10 pitches, all strikes, 3 strikeouts for Savion Sims. And he is cooking through the first 3. 2.5 in the books. It is 4-0. The advantage for Prestonwood over at JP2. As we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning here in Plano on Metro Sports Communications. Going to the bottom of the 3rd inning in Plano, district baseball between Prestonwood and John Paul II, the first of 4 matchups this season. And it is Prestonwood out in front, 4-0 on JP2. Last season, Prestonwood took the season series 3-1. All the games were shutouts. JP2 winning the first one by a 3-0 final, and then Prestonwood winning the next 3, 7-0, 8-0, and 8-0. As the first pitch is back up the box, off the glove of Chavarria, picked up by the shortstop. Carson Hess back behind the plate. He makes the throw for the out. Riggs Huggins is a tough luck out on a sharply hit grounder. It goes 1-6-3. So here in the bottom of the 3rd with 1 down, it's Cruz Banuelos. Banuelos took an 0-2 pitch from Chavarria. Right back up the box into center field for a base hit in the 2nd inning. Banuelos hits in back-to-back games. A .333 hitter comes up from the right side. Chavarria threw 2 1/3, giving up 4 runs on 5 hits. 3 have been earned. This first pitch is a off-speed, a breaking pitch that doesn't break to Banuelos, 1-0. Banuelos, after his single, came around to score from first base on the Chance Kidd double. 1-0 pitch is down low and outside, 2-0. Kidd is on deck, followed by Majewski if somebody can get on here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And before the next pitch, time is called. There will be a visit on the mound for John Paul II. In addition to head coach Roberto Gallegos, he has built up his staff with David Lavelle and Carson Collins. Collins is the pitching coach. Collins coming out to talk to Gio Chavarria here. Cardinals facing a big deficit for one of the first times in district play. They're actually able to build a lead in the 11-10 loss in 9 innings to Bishop Lynch. Or to LCA, I should say. And so, trying to figure out how to come back in this one, but it's got to start on the defensive end and keeping these tough Prestonwood players off the base paths. The 2-0 to Benuelos, inside and low. 3-0 now to Cruz as Chevrier is in danger of walking him this breezy night. And Benuelos, like he was taking the whole way for a called strike across the inside part of the plate. 3-1. From Chevrier, and it is in for a called strike as Benuelos takes that letter-high fastball. Now 3-2. Chevrier rocks and deals the payoff pitch, and that's hit in the air to center field. Back on it is Baker Duran. He started in, but it's out over his head and off the base of the wall. Cruz Benuelos in with a double. His 4th double of the season. And for Jackson Baker Duran, it was playable for him, but tough to judge because it was hit so well by Benuelos, but then the wind's blowing in and to his left as well. There's a lot to think about there, and I don't know if Baker Duran realized how well it would carry into the breeze. And so Chance Kidd comes up from the right side. Benuelos on with the double with 1 out, and Kidd, who had a 2 RBI double his first time up, comes up again. And the first pitch to Kidd, tailing fastball for a called strike. Kidd took that 0-1 pitch and lined it into left center. The 2-run double in the 2nd inning. That was another chance with the runner in scoring position. The 0-1 to Kidd. Takes it down low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Chance told us after the game on Friday that he got a lot of encouragement and a lot of confidence from his line out to center field earlier in the game against LCA. Helped him know he could hit the ball hard. 1-1 outside and low, 2-1. And for Kidd, has the count in his favor at 2 balls and a strike. Next time he was up, he just got it up in the air to right center field, or to right field, I should say, and parked one for the first time. Here's the 2-1, and it's fouled off by Kidd, or I should say it may stay in play down the right side, and it does stay foul, but R.J. Bean, who is having to judge that jutted portion of the fence just outside the first base dugout, was having to look down at the fence and up at the ball and never got to the spot where Kidd had hit it. Just ends up being a foul ball. It was never touched. 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Kidd still alive at the plate. After that curly cue foul ball. Benuelos running at second after his 1-out double. Chevrier with a long look in, working out of the stretch. And he steps off. Typical spring south breeze coming in from center to right center field in this one. 15 to 25 miles an hour, not insignificant on this Tuesday night. Chevrier comes home 2-2, and Kidd fouls it off. They'll stay at 2 balls and 2 strikes to Chance. So Kidd, after waiting his turn this season in this loaded Prestonwood lineup as a freshman, a highly touted young man, Still only one out in the inning. That was Riggs Huggins bouncing out 1-6-3. And then Banuelos had the line double over the head of Baker Duran in center. And then Chance Kidd, long at bat with the 2-run home run. 0-2 pitch. That is popped up into right center field. This is playable for Baker Duran in and to his left. Center fielder makes the play. 2 down for Junior Niffen. Niffen looking for his first hit of the game. He flew out to left in the first, and then he was called upon for a suicide squeeze sacrifice bunt where he picked up an RBI, his 13th of the year, and reached first base thanks to the fielder's choice. He's up from the right side this time. Third at bat in as many innings, and he sends it right down the third base line and all the way to the wall. James Valade tells him, head straight to second base, young man. Do not even worry about first. And Niffen speeds into second with his 5th double of the season. The 3rd extra base hit of this inning and the 4th of the game for Prestonwood. And Niffen is on at second with 2 down. And a 6-0 advantage for Jake Felsman. Felsman struck out swinging on 3 pitches in the 2nd inning. He had a single and a run scored in the 1st. First pitch in for a called strike as Chevrolet is given the benefit of the doubt on a breaking pitch to Felsman. Looked like a curve from Chevrolet at that time. 0-1. That's inside. That time a fastball that runs in underneath the hands of Felsman. 1 ball, 1 strike. Valade, who has flown out twice, is on deck. Already in this inning, Chance Kidd with the 2-run home run to left. Make it 6-0 here in the bottom of 3. Prestonwood out and galloping. 1-1. High and tight, 2-1. First of 4 matchups between these two teams. They play on consecutive games against each other, but there's no Friday game
at Paris
because of Good Friday, so they'll be back at it next week on Tuesday. That one will be at JP2. 2-1 pitch. Up high and tight. 3 balls and a strike to Jake Felsman. So Chevrolet. First base open, but Valade on deck, the left-handed hitter. Felsman should get something to hit on 3-1. He turns on it and smokes it foul down the third base side. It'll now be 3-2 to Jake Felsman. Felsman on the season with runners in scoring position, hitting .310. He has 6 two-out RBIs this season. Niffen with a ton of speed down at second base. Here's the payoff pitch, outside and low, and it gets away as well from Ricci. And on the wild pitch, Niffen moves down to third. Felsman is on thanks to the walk, and there are runners at the corners for Trent Valade. So Valade looking to give himself an early birthday present with a 2-out hit coming up from the left side. His birthday coming up on Thursday. He will be 19. The runners at the corners here. Pitch to Valade is outside for ball 1. Valade on an 0-2. Flew out to center field in the first inning and also flew out to center on a 1-1 pitch in the second. Valade has runners at the corners here. Chevrolet comes home, and it's outside and low. 2 balls and no strikes. Prestonwood has just been locked in offensively. Chevrolet probably doesn't have his best stuff, but it's not like he's throwing a bunch of balls or wild pitches in this one. He has good control. It's just that Prestonwood is being patient and making him Throw strikes, and they're hitting him. The 2-0 way tight to Valade. And now it's 3-0 to Trent with runners at the corners. 2 down here in the bottom of 3. 2 runs already home in the inning, and a 6-0 advantage for the homestanding Lions. 3-0 pitch, swinging away. It is skied deep down the right side toward the corner, and it drops for extra bases. Niffen comes home. Felsman running the whole way on contact in as well on the 2-run double as Donovan Griffin was unable to circle under it and make the catch. And Valade with his fifth, the 2-run double by Trent Valade. The 2-run double by Trent Valade. So the score is Prestonwood 8, JP2 0. And when we come back, we'll tell you about the new pitcher after this on PCA Lions Baseball from Metro Sports Communications.
Hey there, Lion Nation. I'm Rudy Casanova, owner and president of Global Strategic Business Process Outsource Solutions. In athletics, teamwork is everything. Each player has a role, and when they come together, they achieve greatness. At Global Strategic, we believe the same principle applies to the workplace. When the right people come together, your business thrives. Let Global Strategic help you build a winning team at work. Visit www.globalstrategic.com for more information and schedule some time with me or one of my team. The Casanova family and Global Strategic are proud supporters of the PCA Athletic Program. Go Lions!
Are you injured or in pain and not sure what to do? Schedule a complimentary injury screening and talk to our physical therapists at Vista PT to see if physical therapy is right for you. No prescription or referral is needed.
Welcome back in. It is PCA Baseball, and we've got a new pitcher for the JP2 Cardinals, and may have a number change from what we had coming in. And this is going to be Matthew Riley, who has also worn number 22 this season. But Riley is a sophomore from Dallas, 5'8", plays with Texas Hurricanes in the summer. Riley had a save against Bishop Lynch last time out, coming on in relief of Gio Chavarria, so he has a history of being able to pitch out of the pen for this team. Overall for the year, Riley's been one of their more effective relievers on the season, and this is his 12th appearance. Normally doesn't go more than an inning, a 1-1 mark with a save, 2.63 ERA. And he will face the next batter in the order in Aiden Moffitt, who takes the first pitch down low for ball 1. So the book not quite closed on Gio Chavarria, who leaves with Trent Valade at second base. And Riley deals to Moffitt. He takes it and watches it in there for a called strike. Moffitt has been on base both times with a single to right for an RBI and a walk in the second. So it's his third time up in as many innings. If Moffitt can get on, Prestonwood will have batted around for the second straight inning. Already got 4 home here in the bottom of 3. Riley with Valade at second, looks back, comes home to Moffitt, and it's a little low and inside. Two and one. Riley throws in the low 90s with a good slider. Working righty to lefty here to Moffitt. Here's the 2-1. Taking for a called strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Love the way Moffitt watches it in the whole way, though. He's very deliberate about his eyes while at the plate. Moffitt, a .350 hitter coming in. 2-2, 2 outs, runner at second. Pitch is a slider chopped down to first base, and on 2 hops, Bean is able to make the play and take it to the bag, 3 unassisted. But a total of 4 runs come home to score in the inning, and they do so on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on base. All the runs were earned. And through 3, Prestonwood blows it open. It's the Lions 8, JP2 nothing on PCA Lions baseball from Metro Sports Communications.
At Paris Baguette, our expertly crafted cakes, decadent pastries and breads, and freshly brewed coffees are always served with a smile. To find your neighborhood bakery cafe, visit parisbaguette.com.
With friendly and knowledgeable dealers who install long-lasting and reliable systems, you can trust Comfort Maker to keep you a step ahead with advanced technology and exceptional comfort.
Welcome back into Plano. Going to the top of the 4th inning. It's been about as perfect a game as you can have for Prestonwood so far. The Lions, who come in at 20-2, leading this district at 4-0, taking on a John Paul II team that has had some moments this season, but just 1-3 in league play. And Prestonwood has done everything right. The pitching has been on point by Savion Sims, and they have been touching up the best pitcher that JP2 has to throw out there in Gio Chavarria. By the way, the book closed on Chavarria. He goes 2 2/3 innings, giving up 8 runs, 7 of them earned on 9 hits. And Chavarria also striking out 1 and also walking 2. Gave up 1 home run. And as we go to the top of the 4th inning, the red-hot Savion Sims faces 2, 3, and 4 in the order. And Jackson Baker Duran, who struck out in the first inning, swings and misses at the first. And then on the second, a foul tip into the glove of Banuelos, and it's quickly 0-2. Sims has really had it working lately. The 0-2 pitch, just a little bit outside. That's the first ball he's thrown since the at bat to Ritchie, who flied out to center on a 3-2 pitch in the second inning. Been nothing but balls, or nothing but strikes since that point. This time the off-speed pitch is outside. 2-2. Struck out the side, nearly an immaculate inning in the third. Has 6 strikeouts. 2-2. Fastball waved and missed. Strike 3 to Baker Duran, so make it 7 strikeouts now. 8 runs on 9 hits, no errors on the side of Prestonwood. Meanwhile, for John Paul II, no runs on no hits. I do have an error for JP2. We'll make sure of that, as the first pitch is swung on and missed by Logan Buchanan. It is 0-1. Buchanan was hit by a pitch in the first inning, the only man to reach against Savion Sims. Sims rocks and deals and comes inside underneath the hands of Buchanan. 1-1. Donovan Griffin is on deck. Buchanan leading the team with a .321 average. 1-1. That's inside. Check swing. Didn't go. 2-1. Now from Savion Sims. Sims, the 6'8" Roddy, comes home, and it is chopped back up the box. Sims had his hat twist off his head as he was bringing that one in. He's able to make the easy play on to first on the underhand flip. The out goes 1-3. And Donovan Griffin, who struck out looking his first time up, comes up from the left side. Griffin, a 3-pitch victim of Savion Sims back in the first. Play here in the fourth. First pitch in for a called strike again from Sims, who seems to have his best stuff. Sims working with confidence. Rocks and deals. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now to Griffin, who swings for the first time in the game. Sims comes home, and the pitch is spoiled, foul, and back out of play on the third base side. 8-0 the advantage here in the top of 4 for Prestonwood. Sims deals. It's swung on and missed through the glove of Benuelos. Throws on to first to get the out. But another 1-2-3 inning by Savion Sims. We are through 3.5 here in Plano as the Prestonwood Lions lead 8-0 over JP2 on Metro Sports Communications.
Make your dream outdoor space a reality with Aquaterra Outdoors. From full-service design to construction for landscaping, pools, and outdoor structures, we offer everything you need for your ideal outdoor environment. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, Aquaterra Outdoors, elevating outdoor living to the next level. Contact us today at 214-387-8333 or visit our website aquaterraoutdoors.com and start your journey to the ultimate outdoor experience.
With fast signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With Fast Signs, your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
The lead is 8-0 for Prestonwood on John Paul II as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It has been a complete performance, whether it be Savion Sims being so dominant on the pitching side of things. His 4 no-hit innings with 8 strikeouts and just 1 hit by pitch. Or what Prestonwood has done offensively with 8 runs on 9 hits in this one. There is a lot to like for Prestonwood this evening as we go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Max Bachman, one of the only players for Prestonwood to not reach base yet in this one. Popped out in the 1st inning, hit into a fielder's choice in the 2nd inning to end the 2nd. Now here in the bottom. Here in the bottom of the 4th inning, it brings up Cruz Benuelos. Benuelos is 2 for 2 with a single, a double, and 2 runs scored. Benuelos kind of went wild against John Paul II a season ago. He had a couple of big games. Had a 3 for 4 game with 2 RBIs in the game on the 26th of March last year. First pitch here is skied foul down the right field line. That will reach out of play. And also in the game against JP2 on the 15th of April in 2025, the catcher went 2 for 3. A 1 pitch. And again, Benuelos Hits it foul down the right field line. It'll go to 0-2. Chance Kidd is on deck. He's got a double and a home run and 4 RBIs and hits in 3 straight at-bats. And this Lions team becoming even exponentially dangerous with Kidd locked in at the bottom of the order like he is. The 0-2 pitch off speed that stays up high. 1-2 to Banuelos. Huggins on it first thanks to the 1-out single. Curveball is popped up. Should be playable on the infield, but stumbling on the backside of the mound and able to make the play while tumbling is Matthew Riley. It's quick enough where I don't know if they could have called an infield fly fast enough, but he still makes the pop-out catch, and there are 2 down for Chance Kidd. So Kidd with the double to left on a line drive, and then the home run to more straightaway left. The double, I should say, was to left center. The home run was to straightaway left in the 3rd inning. Comes up, and first pitch swinging right back up the box, and he is a triple shy of the cycle. Not sure he's going to get another chance, but Chance Kidd has 4 hits in his last 4 at-bats. Absolutely locked in, seeing the ball as well as anybody in this lineup, and the freshman is officially putting everybody on notice across the state that he is here and ready to be a factor for Prestonwood. So Huggins moves on to second. Kidd is on at first. Brings up Quinn Majewski at an infield single his first time, and then
are you injured?
Skied out to center field his second time up. Majewski comes up from the left side. The first pitch by Matthew Riley is inside for ball 1. Riley coming on to face Aiden Moffitt. Got him to bounce out with Valade at second base to end the 3rd inning. Been fairly effective. So the 1-0 is an off-speed pitch that comes inside. 2-0 now to Majewski. So Huggins on at second and Kidd at first. In the bottom of the 4th, Prestonwood leading big at 8-0 over JP2. Riley brings home the pitch on 2-0, and it's smashed on one hop down to second base. Majewski runs well, so Sanchez has to get rid of it, and he does on the 4-3 bounce out. First time in this game that Prestonwood has not scored in an inning. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. We're through 4 in Plano and going to the top of 5. And it is Prestonwood up 8-0 on John Paul II on PCA Lions Baseball from Metro Sports Communications.
Make your dream outdoor space a reality with Aquaterra Outdoors. From full-service design to construction for landscaping, pools, and outdoor structures, we offer everything you need for your ideal outdoor environment. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, Aquaterra Outdoors, elevating outdoor living to the next level. Contact us today at 214-387-8333 or visit our website aquaterraoutdoors.com and start your journey to the ultimate outdoor experience.
With fast signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With Fast Signs, your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Savion Sims has been about as close to perfect as you can be for Prestonwood. Maybe his best performance of the year. He's had other performances where he has had hitless stretches. He threw 4 hitless against Cedar Hill, for example, and that may have been his other best performance, striking out 7, but he walked 2 in that one, and against the Bishop Lynch, he struck out 4, and so even though he didn't give up a hit through 3 2/3, he still gave up a run. Hasn't given up a hit yet, and this may be one unless it rolls foul, and it does. A bunt attempt by Kristen Sanchez to try to break up the no-no. And as I pull out the unwritten rule book, I see that that is very against the rules, Mr. Sanchez. No, I'm just kidding. But for Kristen Sanchez, who runs well, just trying to get something started here in the top half of the 5th inning. But for Sims, he has been outstanding. In other days, we've certainly seen him struggle with control, and the reason that he hasn't gone much beyond 4 innings many times this season is because of his pitch count. They're trying to keep him right around 80. He is only at 50 pitches through 4 innings, so incredibly economical. 12.5 pitches an inning for Savion Sims. Sanchez stands back in 0-1 and takes a pitch inside, brushed back by Savion. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sanchez bounced out to third to Moffitt on a chopper his first time up. A.J. Ritchie is up next, followed by R.J. Bean against Sims, who has been dominant tonight, striking out 8 through 4 innings. That gives him 56 strikeouts this season. 1-1. And fastball is fouled straight back, keeping that one low in the zone. Just one that would be very tough to hit for any batter, especially at this level. Sims, in so many ways, looks in control. The 1-2 is spoiled, foul. Nice job by Sanchez to stick around in the at-bat. Spoil what could have been very well an out pitch by Savion Sims. Sanchez, last time out, Friday against Bishop Lynch, had one of his best games of the year, 2 for 3 with a triple and 3 RBIs. Trying to get on for the first time in this one. Sims kicks and deals the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It's just tough to handle. It's 9 strikeouts by Savion Sims. There is 1 down here in the top of the 5th. 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. 7 left on for Prestonwood. First pitch in for a strike. No runs. No hits. And I have a error on JP2, but just 1 left on base for the Cardinals. 0-1, swing and a big miss. 0-2 to A.J. Ritchie. Ritchie skying out to center field. So Sims has struck out all but 2 of the batters in the lineup, it looks like. Oh, maybe 3, as the 0-2 is wasted down low. He has not struck out Logan Buchanan, and he has not struck out Ritchie or Bean. So he's struck out 6 of the 9 hitters for the Cardinals, doing so a total of 9 times. 1-2. Tough pitch to take, but it's outside to Ritchie. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ritchie does a really nice job of taking pitches on the edge. 2-2. Takes again, but this time it's in there for a called strike 3. Right there at the knees, definitely down the heart of the plate. And Ritchie becomes the 10th strikeout victim tonight of Savion Sims through 4 2/3 innings. As John Paul II continues to look for a hit or even just some solid contact off of Savion Sims. Here's R.J. Bean, grounded out to second his first time up. Chopper down to short, off 2 big bounces. Bachman up on to first. 1, 2, 3 again. And Sims has faced only 1 over the minimum through 5. A perfect 5th inning. And as we go to the bottom of the 5th, Prestonwood leads JP2 8-0 on PCA Lions baseball from Metro Sports Communications.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
is all the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite, I have a different flavor. Then, with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite. That's just a recipe for a good time, you know?
That's what makes it for me. Like, that's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Moving through a warm Tuesday night in Plano, Texas. Great to have you with us here on PCA Lions Baseball on YouTube. Happy to bring you all these home games this season. And here at Metro Sports Communications, teaming up with PCA to bring you all these ball games. It's been a lot of fun so far this season. And big thanks to our entire crew, including Barry Walters, Ben Stevenson, Brooke Messeret, Seth Thomas, Preston Clark tonight. I haven't seen Michael Clark around this evening, but I definitely saw Preston. So normally where there's a Preston, there's a Michael, but at least not this evening. 8-0 is the advantage for Prestonwood as we go to the bottom of the fifth inning, as the Lions are bearing in on the possibility of being able to rule this game. 10 after 5 obviously is the number, and so a 2 spot here in the bottom of the fifth inning would get it done. Matthew Riley comes on for his second full inning of work. He's gone 1 1/3 so far, giving up 2 hits. He did not allow an inherited runner to score, and no strikeouts, no walks so far for Matthew Riley. And the sophomore will face junior Niffen at the top of the order for the first time. Niffen's been on base twice. He had an RBI sacrifice bunt in the second and doubled and scored in the third. He'll be followed by Felsman and Belade. Prestonwood coming in 5-0 or 4-0 in district play, but having won 5 straight. John Paul II coming off their first district win of the season. Last time out against Bishop Lynch and trying to make it 2 in a row, but spotted Prestonwood 8 runs in this game, and they have not been able to even pick up a hit against Savion Sims. That fastball comes back from Matthew Riley over the outside part of the plate to junior Niffen, 0-1. Niffen's 4th time at the plate. And big breaking ball that falls in for a called strike. And Riley ahead in the count, 0-2. Niffen with that double, inching the average back up close to 400. And that breaking pitch stays inside. 1-2 to junior Niffen. Eight runs on 11 hits for Prestonwood. Nothing on the other side for JP2. Here's the 1-2. And that's winged away outside from Riley. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Niffen trying to be the table setter ahead of Felsman and Belade. Two pitch. Fouled back as Niffen protects the plate there. Niffen says his best attributes, game sense and his ability to compete under pressure. 2-2 pitch here. There'll be a payoff coming from Matthew Riley. Not a ton of pressure in a 8-0 game, but still trying to step up and come up with something that would help end the game early for his Lions. Payoff pitch, and that is hit up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Might have swung at ball 4, but reached out and wanted to protect the plate and does so with that single over the head of the shortstop, Carson Hess. Second hit of the game for Junior Niffen. 12th hit of the game for Prestonwood. And here comes Jake Felsman, who's 1 for 2 with a single, a walk, and 2 runs scored. Felsman facing Matthew Riley for the first time. Felsman, a key part of that SportsCenter top 10 triple play that the team turned last season, as he takes up high for ball 1. Felsman with plans to head to Navarro. And the pitch is hit down the left field line and in there for a base hit. Junior Niffen makes the big turn and heads into third, make it a double for Jake Felsman on his second hit. And the game-ending run is in scoring position down at second base as Trent Valade comes up. For Felsman, it is his 4th extra base hit this season, his 3rd double. And Niffen's at third. See if they pitch to Valade or not with Aiden Moffitt on deck. Doesn't get any better as far as a righty-lefty matchup. Each of the next 2 will hit from the left side. And here's Valade, who had a 2-run pop-up double down the right field line on a 3-0 pitch his last time up. Riley comes home to the senior Valade, who takes that first pitch down the heart of the plate for a called strike. Valade 1 for 3 with the 2-run double. Niffen at third. Felsman at second. If they both score, the game ends early here in the bottom of the 5th. The pitch from Riley. And it's popped up by Valade. Left side, it's in the triangle, going to be tough to get there, and racing over into foul territory and not able to make the grab is Carson Hess, as he eventually called off the freshman left fielder Reed Arnold, who was coming in, and Logan Buchanan, the third baseman. And Hess almost got there, but not able to put it away right as the warning track turf appears. It goes from green to that brick red down the third base side. Now they're going to check on Hess. He took a awkward last step. Make sure he's okay. And yeah, Hess is going to stay in the game. So after the injury check on Carson Hess, we're back to it with Junior Niffen at third, Felsman at second, and Valade at the plate. And Riley, the count in his favorite, no balls and 2 strikes, facing Valade for the first time. Valade was the last batter that Gio Chavarria faced back in the 3rd inning before he was lifted after 2 2/3, his shortest outing of the season as a start. Riley comes home. And the pitch is grounded to the right side. 1 run will be allowed to score. And Niffen comes home on the play on the RBI ground out by Valade. His RBI number 25 on the season. That leads the team. Felsman moves on to third base on the play. And here comes Aiden Moffitt. And he's got Jake Felsman at third and less than 2 outs here. 9-0 the advantage for Prestonwood after the latest run scores from Junior Niffen, his 2nd run scored of the game. Felsman is 90 feet away. First pitch to Moffitt. Smokes it down to second base. That allows the game-ending run to score on the RBI groundout by Aiden Moffitt. And that will do it. 10-0, the final score, as the Prestonwood Lions move to 21-2 and 5-0 in district play this season. Aiden Moffitt with his 21st RBI, 22nd RBI of the season. We'll be back for the totals in a moment, and also back to talk with our player of the game. Final score one more time, Prestonwood 10, JP2 nothing in 5 innings. PCA Lions baseball from Metro Sports Communications.
Is pain, stiffness, or discomfort keeping you from feeling your best? Hi, I'm Dr. Colby King with Freeform Chiropractic, where we help you move free, feel free, and live free. If pain or stiffness is holding you back, it's time to take control. Visit Freeform Chiropractic for a consultation. Let's create your game plan to move, feel, and live free.
With fast signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With Fast Signs, your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Welcome back into the postgame show. 10-0 is the final score as PCA takes down JP2 today by a final score of 10-0. Your final numbers: 10 runs on 13 hits, no errors, and 7 left on base for Prestonwood. And meanwhile, for JP2, it was no runs on no hits, 1 error, and they left 1 on base, as it was a no-hitter in 5 innings for Savion Sims. We'll talk to him in just a few minutes, but want to give you the totals first. On the mound for Savion, it was facing just 1 over the minimum, nearly had an immaculate inning in the 3rd. Also, no runs on no hits, 10 strikeouts, no walks, and 1 hit by pitch in the game to pick up the win for Savion Sims to go to 5-1 on the season. His first complete game no-hitter for Prestonwood. Meanwhile, for John Paul II, the losing pitcher is the starter in Gio Chavarria. And Chavarria gives up 8 runs, 7 of them earned. Did so on 11 hits over the course of 2 2/3 innings pitched. For the Prestonwood Lions, big days at the plate by Junior Niffen. 2 hits and 2 runs scored, including a double. Jake Felsman, 2 hits, 3 runs scored, including the game ender. He got on base 3 times. Trent Valade was 1 for 4 with a double and 3 RBIs. Aiden Moffitt drove in 2. And also in this one, Chance Kidd keeps hitting the ball really hard with a double, a triple, a single, and 4 RBIs in the game as he goes 3 for 3. Riggs Huggins with a single and a run scored. Cruz Banuelos 2 for 3 with a double and 2 runs scored. And also Quinn Majewski finishes with an infield single in the win. So Prestonwood moves to 21-2, 5-0 in district play. When we come back, we'll hear from our star of the game, Savion Sims, after a 10-0 win for Prestonwood over JP2 on PCA Lions baseball from Metro Sports Communications.
Hey there, Lion Nation. I'm Rudy Casanova, owner and president of Global Strategic Business Process Outsource Solutions. In athletics, teamwork is everything. Each player has a role, and when they come together, they achieve greatness. At Global Strategic, we believe the same principle applies to the workplace. When the right people come together, your business thrives. Let Global Strategic help you build a winning team at work. Visit www.globalstrategic.com for more information and schedule some time with me or one of my team. The Casanova family and Global Strategic are proud supporters of the PCA Athletic Program. Go Lions!
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With Fast Signs, your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
Make your dream outdoor space a reality with Aquaterra Outdoors. From full-service design to construction for landscaping, pools, and outdoor structures, we offer everything you need for your ideal outdoor environment. With years of experience and a commitment to excellence, Aquaterra Outdoors, elevating outdoor living to the next level. Contact us today at 214-387-8333 or visit our website aquaterraoutdoors.com and start your journey to the ultimate outdoor experience.
Welcome back to Graham Field. A complete performance tonight for Prestonwood Christian. The Lions go to 5-0 in district play as they take down John Paul II by a final score of 10-0 in 5 innings. And we're joined by our star of the game now, Savion Sims, after a no-hitter. Savion, thanks for coming up. Really appreciate it, man. Sir. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations on your first complete game no-hitter for PCA.
Yes, sir.
But, you always have good stuff. It's tough to hit you, but tonight you had the control as well. What was good about tonight for you?
I mean, to be honest, it was just waking up this morning and just knowing to go out there and compete, first pitch strikes. And, as Coach Bailey and Coach Valade say, I mean, just go attack the first batter, get the leadoff guy, and then just keep rolling from there.
Absolutely. So is it that you're feeling a little bit different out there, or is it work you've done in practice where you're throwing more first pitch strikes? Why do you think that was successful tonight?
I mean, it's just, I feel like it's more mindset. Our team is like, just don't be a bouse. So, just don't be soft. Go out there and compete with your head held high and, just shoulders up and just go out there and compete pretty much. That's it. Nothing crazy.
I had you at just 61 pitches through 5 innings, about 12 pitches an inning. That's probably right where you'd like to be. You almost had an immaculate inning.
Yeah.
That was really, really close.
Real close.
Really, about as close as you can get. But, you said you woke up and you came with a mindset, but do you know going into a day, I'm on before you walk out there, or does it take the first couple pitches to know?
I feel like you just got to go out there and just, pitch. You don't really wake up with a feeling or anything because, every time I wake up and I'm ready to pitch, I just feel excited. I wake up and I'm like, hey, it's time to play baseball. Let's go out there and compete. So, it's not really a thing where you feel as soon as you wake up, you just go out there and you just know what's working for you.
Well, it's always fun to watch you pitch, but a little bit more about you as a person. How has the year been for you being part of this not only PCA baseball program, but the school as a whole?
It's been amazing. The classes, I came here also for the academics.
Absolutely.
And, my family's big on Christianity and religion, so just learning more about, how to prove God exists and, just going more in depth in scripture and stuff like that. It's just it's been really important for me, my brother, and just everybody.
Yeah, and it's great to have you here. It's a pleasure to be able to watch you play. How about the way that your guys are hitting the ball right now? You got Chance ripping the cover off the ball all of a sudden, and other guys who typically do it around these parts. That's got to give you a lot of confidence as a pitcher, knowing what you've got on the other side for you.
Yeah, for sure. I'm not gonna lie. I've been seeing Chance at BP in practices. I'm like, he's barreling these balls, man. So I'm like, he's doing the game eventually, and it showed on the field. And for me, it's just like, you got the team hitting for you. Now it's up to me to do my job as a pitcher, especially as a starter.
And when we were talking to Coach Rodriguez before the game, an underrated part of the game is everybody thinks about pitching and they think about batting, but the defense behind you is just so solid as well. What can you say about the way that those guys, just do those unsung things, do the common things right? And this is the 3rd straight game without an error for you guys.
Yeah, for sure. Every time I pitch out there, I'm like, if they put the ball in play, someone's going to get it because I have that much faith in our defense. I can't give them enough credit to our infield, Jake, Moff, Max, Trent. And then you go over, you got Junior, Quinn, Riggs, and everybody in the outfit. I'm like, we're good, man. We're set. So it's amazing. You
guys are playing some of your best ball right now, maybe your best performance of the year. Congratulations on that. Hey, enjoy your Easter week with your family. Happy Easter to you,
yes,
and really appreciate your time. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Savion Sims, our star of the game, in a 10-0 win tonight for PCA as they take down John Paul II. So we will wrap it up from here in Plano. Big thanks to our entire crew. I've got all their names written right down here. Barry Walters, Ben Stevenson, Brooke Messeret, along with Seth Thomas and Preston Clark. And again, Prestonwood off for a week. They'll be back in action next Tuesday. That game will be on the road at John Paul II, a rematch there. Thanks for watching tonight, and good night from Plano. All right, man.
Prestonwood Christian Academy Baseball has been brought to you by Freeform Chiropractic, Children's Health, Andrews Institute for Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Harris Baguette, Cowboys Fit, Bass Signs North Dallas, Sky Ranch, Aquaterra Outdoors. Also by Texas Tiny Teeth Pediatric Dentistry and Orthodontics, Up to Date Roofing, Incentive Brands, Chick-fil-A at Plano Parkway and Park Boulevard, Comfort Maker Air Conditioning and Heating, Global Strategic, Milestone Electric, and Vista Physical Therapy. Lions Baseball, an exclusive sports presentation of Metro Sports Communications.